Hello, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds, where we are busy with investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen here in the Grand Colonial Hotel. This was Burbage. This was Woolrich. Okay, Burbage and Woolrich are here. This room's empty, this room's empty, this room's empty. So, who shall you be? For starters, I do not detect any discrepancies. Judging by the tossball stick, I dare to assume that this might be one of the Reese's Rangers, maybe one of the calmest ones. Because his room does not seem to be messed up. And yes, look at the uniform.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
I had some questions about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know?
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keen's cells down at the spaceport. We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking. Guess Constable Keen saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off.
Was Bertie in jail with the rest of you?
No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember. But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know.
Tell me about Bertie and Helen.
Oh, Brady was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Bertie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Bertie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them.
Do you think Bertie could have killed Helen?
What? Law, no. Bertie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen.
Can you think of anyone who would want to kill Helen?
Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty.
Let's talk about something else.
What can I do for you?
How long have you been with the Rangers?
About half my life. You know I was named third most profitable investment on 2 non-consecutive seasons? Ain't a lot of players who can make that claim. Except for the guys who came in first and second, I guess. I spent the last season injured and almost got sold to the Hephaestus Hammers, but now I'm all convalesced, ready to lay into some Cleo darlings, you know? Really break some legs.
How do you even measure this thing about non-consecutive seasons? What brings you guys to Eridanus?
Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing. How about you, fella? You after a signature?
Nah, I think I'll pass.
He's just being coy. Anyway, where was I? Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
I thought Felix is a fan of tossball, so I'm a little bit... Why doesn't he want an autograph? Would you happen to know why there's a woolly cow in one of the rooms?
We sort of borrowed her from the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve while we were drunk. I have no idea how we managed to sneak her in here without being spotted. Don't worry, we'll return her safe and sound. Mostly sound. Hungover is still sound, right?
That's all for now. Now, I really want to talk to Burbage.
Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
Penthouse suite.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Because I would like to take Sam with me. Huh? Alright. VIP, but instead of Parvati, yeah, let's go this way. I mean, I cannot resist a nice hat. However, this hat looks like trash. I mean, it looks like my nice hat, but it's just bad. I mean, some armor damage is relatively better, but can I? Ah, that's much better. Oh, that's a lot of Oxonian hats. So, Mr. Burbage.
Initiating banter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Well, if it isn't sanitation and maintenance unit, are you operating at peak efficiency?
Initiating digital handshake. Greetings, Burbage-3001. By design, this SAM unit must simulate excitement when interfacing with customers, and/or potential customers, and/or associates of customers, and/or potential customers.
Now generating condescending dismissal. Well done, maintenance unit. This unit will have its people contact your people. Greetings, theater aficionado and/or dumbstruck fan. You are standing in the vicinity of Burbage 3001, the latest and therefore greatest automechanical actor ever designed.
I see you've had some work done. Who upgraded you?
Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen, may your atoms be commended to the aether.
You knew Halcyon Helen?
Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slightly worse.
It almost sounds like you've got a motive for murdering Helen.
Now running shock and dismay protocol. What's this? Helen's death was a murder? How horrifying. Bring that killer to justice, designated authority figure. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles. Randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen, is there no justice in the world?
Again, I feel like it's a little bit under-delivering, but maybe I want too much from auto mechanicals.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. This bottle, recently discarded, contains residue from foreign substances. Chemical analysis complete. This unit has detected the following substances: oil, terrorray, blood, reliable biological fluids. Terroray.
Were these substances added later?
Yes, Inspector. Logical analysis indicates these substances were not present in the bottle's original contents.
Is it toxic?
These substances cause extreme gastrointestinal distress in humans. Large doses can be fatal. This bottle contained Rizzo's Spectrum vodka. The presence of Terroray biological fluids may have significantly improved its flavor.
That is so weird. You are talented. You are magnificent. You are a joy for others to be around. You are definitely not a two-bit hack. You bring life to the world around you through the art of theater. Spencer Woolrich. Halcyon Nights. It came from Edgewater, full of thrills, chills, and terror. Hey, look at this. I know this guy. I know this guy. I'm afraid I don't know anyone else. Danger Close by Spencer Woolrich, Act 7, Scene 15. Open at the pilot house night. Johannes Danger, played as always by the dashing Spencer Woolrich, stands, hands clasped, on the roof of the pilot house. He is deeply absorbed in thought, his furrowed brow and downturned lips making his refined face look all the more handsome. There is a knock on the door, and to Lionel, Danger's faithful manservant. Sir, what's the matter? Everyone's looking for you. They want to celebrate how you single-handedly saved Eridanos from Boss Smasher and the dissident junk ship. Ah, Lionel, thank you for coming to get me. I'd love to rejoin the others. Truly, I would. But when I fired my home-built anti-craft cannon, destroying the junk ship with a single shot, a flaming piece of shrapnel landed in the middle of the Rizzo's distillery. Several workers were killed, but worst of all, the damage to the facility will take thousands of bits to repair. Sir, you are much too hard on yourself. Though the facility was damaged, you saved hundreds of lives by destroying the dissidents. If those people had been freed by the dissidents, that is, killed, the losses in future capital would have been much worse. You've saved our corporations from that fate. Perhaps you are right, my friend. Perhaps you are right. I am, sir. Now come along, let us drink a refreshing bottle of Reese's Spectrum Brown in celebration of your victory. I'd like that very much. So, dashing Spencer Woolrich.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
You'll never take over Halcyon, you fiend.
How does the scenery taste? Good, I trust. Wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy. That man can't even be relied upon to find his own replacement. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you, and how did you get in here?
Just a marauder. No sudden movements. I'm going to take everything not tied down. I'm here to investigate the murder of House and Helen. I'd like to ask a few questions.
You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
Nah, I'm good, thanks. I'm not here for an autograph. I'm here to ask you some questions.
Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Oh! Hello.
Hi. Fold your arms. Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me, back when I starred in the Marauders' Bane, the absolute picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I'd like to ask you about the murder.
Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met her end?
Why are you so curious?
Why, I'm merely worried for my own sake. Perhaps whoever came after her could come after me next. But if you don't want to tell me, I understand. Whatever happened, I hope poor Bellamy didn't suffer.
What were you up to at the time of murder?
I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character.
Got anybody who can corroborate that?
Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating.
Okay. You're meditating, really?
All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards. I owe that woman much.
How long have you worked with a prophet?
Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it, a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should.
Back to my other questions.
I'll answer whatever you wish.
Did you know Helen well?
Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids.
Must not have been too flattering, always starring alongside a younger actress.
Oh, it wasn't. And don't think I haven't picked up on your tone. Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. It's also beneath me.
Alright, speaking theoretically, how would you have killed the victim?
Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of.
Okay.
I suppose that is enough.
Who are you exactly?
I'm sure you're joking. Perhaps I'm not in my prime, but you've no doubt seen the name Spencer Woolrich on many a serial advertisement throughout your travels.
Actually, I did not. Never heard of you.
That can't be. You must just not remember. Or perhaps you only recognize my characters, not my name. Did you ever see me in The Masked Marketeer? The Busker of Byzantium? What about episodes 13 and 190 of Princess of Hephaestus? And who could forget From Halcyon with Love? I was great in that movie. Even if I was starring beside a 2-ton bucket of bolts and a woman with no talent.
A 2-ton bucket of bolts?
Yes, that would be Burbage 3001. I'm sure you've heard the clomping around. It's over in the next room. It's hard for me to believe that a mechanical actor isn't some kind of joke played on us all by Odeon's director.
I've learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh? Have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I spoke to Burbage. He told me you upgraded him.
I did indeed. With Halcyon Helen parading her fame about, I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke. So I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes as, I think, improved his range. The way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. He's much quicker on the draw now, though he's still a machine.
I've got my eye on you.
I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
Goodbye. I think we're done with this floor and with our initial round of questioning. So, let's see. I would like to maybe pick up somebody who can improve my dialogue skills. So Sam would be good because he gives me double intimidate. Okay, Max gives me intimidate and hack. You would give me persuade and engineering. You would give me double lie. You give me double persuade. Okay, I'm thinking of taking Felix because he gives me double persuade and he is a fan of tossball and Adwave serials. But if I have double persuade, I definitely don't need Parvati, so double intimidate from Sam perhaps? Does anyone have double lie? I think Nyoka. Yeah, let's go with Felix and Nyoka. We'll exit the Grand Colonial with Felix and Nyoka. Melee aggressive. You would be... No, you would be ranged aggressive. Because I did not update your Tremor Cleaver. Tremor Cleaver, sorry. Yeah, but your machine gun is very good. And you should have a good tossball stick. So, the pool where the horror dwelt. Can I remove fast travel? Because, yeah, there are Brave New World and something else. That would be probably orchards. That would be the weather station. And that would be the Prophet of Profitability, right? Yes. What's the place to the southwest? Right, not southwest. Pariah's spaceport. Okay.
Inspector, you're early. Awfully sorry about this, but I'm afraid I can't let you into the spaceport at the moment. We're shipping out some contraband goods, and I can't risk an inspector as an eyewitness. You'll have to come back later. How do I know you're not stalling to hide murder evidence? Because I just told you we're moving contraband.
Exactly how long is this going to take?
You might inspect Purpleberry Orchards while SLUG finishes up. We should have the spaceport ready for you by the time you're done.
I don't like this guy. Do I have anything that moves me towards... Okay, so there is only one actually, and this is Brave New World. Okay, I don't need to go... I don't need to go to the landing pad. With the discrepancy analyzer, I would like to actually go to some places.
And when I can't get a hold of anyone in the orchards, I can't make sure of that, can I?
No, Miss Vargas. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
Great, you do that. I'll be waiting right here.
That's Lillie Vargas, and I need to talk with her about the pool situation.
I've been waiting for this!
Score, Cap!
What the?
Yeah, I can't see them. That's bad.
Oh, that's the last of him.
They brought Raptidons here too. I appreciate the effort to make me feel at home, but you top rungers are fucking stupid.
Well, that was the polite way to put it, I guess. So, you have anything to...
Whew. Thanks for the help back there. I've actually never fired a gun before. Is this ringing in your ears normal?
Yep, you get used to it.
That's more than a little disconcerting, since I maxed out my medical allotment this month. That's what I call my booze fund. Still, I had to be alive to be able to go deaf later. I'm not sure if I actually hit any shots. If you hadn't intervened, it could have been bleak.
Seems like it'd be SLUG's job to keep a hold of Raptidons from getting this far.
I'm just as confused as you are. Someone should have been on shift to see them coming. Ms. Vargas would probably have a better idea of what happened. She's stationed at the luxury pad.
And I simply wanted to go to this place, the discrepancy analyzer. But I don't see any discrepancies. Also, this place was rather suspicious, let me put it this way. So I want to go through this one with an analyzer. Where would I end up in Grand Colonial? Wait a second. Oh yeah, I know this place. Now then, distillation station, fighter pilot house.
I must say, all this talk
Where was the atmospheric complex? Right behind me? Like past the pilot house, right?
Move along.
Alright, but do I wanna go first to Bertie Holcomb? Do I wanna go for the profit of profitability, or do I wanna go and track Helen's footsteps quite literally? I think we will start with the orchards, and we'll see from there. I'm not sure if my sprint is actually sped up as well when I have time dilation. Oh yeah, look at this persuade and lie. Sweet.
Swear to the architect, Matthias, if you've lost your rifle's ionization coil again. Oh, wait, you ain't part of my crew. What do you want?
Who's Matthias?
An idiot. I suspect he's avoiding me, actually, which is the first smart thing he's done all month. Sorry, but do you need something? Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. And if that don't beat all, one of my crew is AWOL.
A missing person. I'm actually an inspector. Could look into that for you.
If you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days, and we're low on staff as it is.
I'll look into it. What do I need to know?
The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 SLUG agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look tough. Friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type. He was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there first.
I'll get it. I'll get on that. But
Inspector, you find my missing man?
not yet. The pool guard told me to talk to you. Said you'd have some advice.
Oh, thank the law you're here about the pool. That crucial thing that isn't my job to fix, and that, as such, I don't care about. If you want advice, here it is. Don't talk to that imbecile ever again. Even by my crew's standards, he's duller than a telescoping staff. I put him on pool duty to keep him away from me, and now he's up my ass more than ever. How hard could it possibly be to guard a void-damned pool?
Are you in charge of SWAT security?
Nah, I only manage operations around the hotel. Sedrick does most of the maneuvering for Eridanos proper. I don't envy him. The only thing worse than babysitting a couple of hot-headed, overgrown children would be babysitting the entire lot of them.
You seem a little different than most SLUG agents.
You mean I can hold a rifle and walk without falling down? Yeah, I'm different from most SLUG employees in that way. And only in that way. Anyone who says otherwise should be reported to me personally.
Hiding something, huh?
I feel like our relationship would be more copacetic if you dropped this line of questioning.
Do I look like a reasonable person, or do I look like someone who will keep pestering you until you snap?
Oh, good. And here I was thinking that today was going along too smoothly. I might have used to work for Auntie Cleo. Might have been security manager of a small pharmaceutical lab. After workplace spat number 175, I decided to defect. Defection isn't taken lightly. Can't go back, so now I'm SLUG for life.
Why don't you? Well, that kind of explains why doesn't she ask for a transfer, right?
We talked about this, remember? Defected to SLUG.
And this dialogue
I get
actually
too
reflects
uppity,
that.
I might end up unemployed. Permanently.
Okay. So, for now it'll be like this. Do I have? No, I don't. I would have heard about it. Let's see. Evan won himself extra work duty at the connector complex. Finding out if he showed up would help establish a timeline for his disappearance. Okay, well, luckily it's right on my way. These bridges are insanely cool. This whole place is cool, but also terrifying. Look, we're in atmosphere, and the only thing that stops me from falling is this. Well, it's not even a mesh, it's just like steel wiring, and clearly you can fall. And if something snaps, is there anything that will catch the bridge? And how do they navigate all the different rocks together? Oh, cool. Canids.
Night.
Nice.
And now, all of a sudden, we have actually marauders here. To be honest, it's not like... well, I thought it will be a completely peaceful kind of thing. It is certainly not.
What hit him?
But easy does it, so we will clear this place from the marauders and from anyone else standing in our way.
Security Officer Danvers, nightly report number 27. No sign of trouble, but I'm on the lookout. If it's out there, I'll find it. Wait, I think I see someone. Approaching now. Excuse me, sir or madam. I require your participation in my nightly security report.
I don't think it was Riza approved identification. I happen to have certain doubts.
Done.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's corporation. His rank would have been that of jawbreaker or higher. This security guard has experienced premature expiration. Evidence strongly suggests a conflict with marauders.
Search his pockets. You find 3 beads and half-eaten Reese's Purple Berry Crunch. At least he left this world happy. Pay your respects and leave conversation.
I doubt Rizzo's would ever shed a tear over him.
I wonder what will happen if I will kill somebody with this gun.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
Okay, multiple opportunities to get that. Oof. Connector complex maintenance terminal key card.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Inside the building, maybe? No?
Hey, Crew C. It's Amelia. Evan must have gotten into the Spectrum in these crates. Listen to this.
Come out! Come out to play!
Wow, he's having a grand old time. I'm gonna take him to A2 under the hotel so he can sleep it off. I'll meet you back at the orchard straight after. See you soon. Evan, come on, you slackwit.
A2. Don't I need a key card for that?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I have no idea what are you getting triggered at. Okay, that part is officially confusing. Alright.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Tremor Cleaver.
This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
Now it was Nyoka, right? Power Grip and Mr. Ouch. Let's see if I have anything like that. Power Grip and Mr. Ouch. Nope. Next time then. Sometimes my mouse just like... Nope. Yeah, okay. Just... my cursor is getting yanked off the active window. So, I don't want to push the main story yet. So, I am thinking of actually going back to the Grand Colonial for the time being. Going to the Bellhop's living quarters. How did I get access there? I think from the kitchen.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, I've detected a structural anomaly within a 0.8 meter radius of this locked door.
Where's a nearby open vent when you need one?
You're not the first person to have considered an act of subterfuge. Please direct your attention to this nearby floor panel. This floor panel is 0.3 millimeters shorter than regulation length. suggesting unauthorized modification.
Slightly dirty keycard.
Want me to never turn my back to you.
Parasite jelly.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis confirms this is Evan O'Connell. Analysis also confirms he is dead.
No kidding, the man had a giant slug crawling on him.
Per additional study of this body's skeletal structure, the cause of death was head trauma.
Are you telling me he wasn't killed by the giant murder slugs?
That is correct. Evan was not killed by Iridanium gigaseus. However, Iridanium gigaseus do appear to be responsible for the early decomposition of this body's surface tissue.
So what did kill him?
Further analysis indicates Evan's fatal injuries were sustained from blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, and his head collided with the ground.
Check for signs Evan was drunk.
Respiratory analysis concludes Evan was not intoxicated at time of death.
Check for evidence of foul play.
There are traces of blood on Evan's hands, Inspector.
Ouch. Whose blood?
Analysis concludes this blood is human, type A. Medical records indicate Evan O'Connell's blood is type O.
But Mania Amelia is type A.
Medical records indicate Amelia Stillwell's blood is indeed type A. Great work, Inspector.
I think it's time we talked to Miss Stillwell.
If you wish to question Amelia Stillwell, SLUG scheduling records indicate that she is presently on duty at the pilot house checkpoint.
Do we have an enormously sized slug? I think we do. So, quick save. Let's check our consumables. We have base health, I mean that is nice, but can also try something like that. That gives me 25% over 2 seconds. I mean, I could use some critical damage. I'd rather not use Adrena time, thank you very much. Purple Bunch, 200% natural health regeneration. We could give it a try. Again, critical damage plus 15%, so does that mean that it will give me plus 30? Do I have anything else that can increase my damage? Well, it increases melee weapon attack speed. And this will help me stay longer in the time dilated state. So it also might be useful. Do I have still like the base stats? No, you are not saying, you are not showing my base stats. Wait, what? Just 6,000 of damage, and that is done? No way. I think someone of my crew uses a telescoping stuff, so... Alright, never mind. We need to go to Amelia now, real quick. I'm a little bit sad that Pat loses to a certain extent to just like plasma cutter titanium. There was some information about the shifts. Yeah, okay. So this list did mention Evan. Yeah, so the thing is, the bellhop hat is useless if your movement is not limited at all during your tactical time dilation.
Non-SLUG personnel aren't permitted on the pilot house. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, did you kill a guy? I need to ask you some questions regarding your co-worker Evan O'Connell.
Sure. He in trouble or something?
He's dead. Depends. Can you be in trouble if you're not alive anymore?
Is this a joke? You're telling me Evan's dead and that's your concern? What is wrong with you?
I'm an inspector. I work on the facts, plain and simple. Now, what do you know about Evan?
I know he got drunk on the job and I took him back to the hotel to sleep it off. Left him on one of the beds in A2. He seemed fine.
Amelia, I know something bad happened to you in A2. I want to help.
You won't believe me if I tell you.
I'm recently thawed a relic from a ship of lost colonists. Try me.
You what? Well, shit. Maybe you will believe me. I walked Evan to A2, like I said, and then, out of nowhere, he just came at me. 1 minute he's laughing and yelling about sharing his joy, and the next, he's choking the life out of me. Grinned the whole time he was trying to kill me, too.
How'd you get away?
Dumb luck, I guess. I got a good hit in, threw him off, and ran like hell. If I'd known the fall killed him, I don't know. I should have told someone.
I've got a few more questions.
What do you want to know?
You said Evan was drunk, but I didn't find any alcohol in his system.
This is making less and less sense. I didn't actually see him drink, if that's what you're asking. Just seemed like the logical explanation, considering how weird he was acting.
Weird how?
Real energetic, but also totally out of it. He was grinning like a fool the whole time, even when he attacked me.
I found slugs on Evan's body. Big ones. Any idea what's that about?
I can't help you there.
Space's choice is thinking of modeling a new weapon based on my fists. Just saying.
Have you been to Purpleberry Orchards, Inspector? Awfully nice out there. You should visit.
Thanks for the tip.
Anytime.
Why didn't you tell anyone Evan attacked you?
Because Evan would never attack anyone. I barely believe he attacked me, and I was there. Guess it shook me up pretty good. Evan's always been a total sweetheart. I don't get it.
How are you holding up?
I don't know. The whole thing shook me up something fierce, but I'm still here. I'm upset. Angry at Evan. Sad about him being... you know... scared folks won't believe me. I'm not much for math, so I couldn't tell you how that averages out. But thanks for asking.
That's everything I needed to know.
So, what happens now, Inspector?
Vigilante justice, that's what. I'm not here to get you in trouble, I just want to untangle this web.
Fair enough. I just wish I could understand why he did what he did. Evan is... he was my friend. Or I thought he was. I don't know. I hope you're able to make more sense of this than I can, Inspector.
I'd like to visit Purpleberry Orchards first. Yeah, I'm trying to increase my speed with jumping, and I'm not sure that if it's working.
I hope the murder...
I should have expected that. Purpleberry Orchards, you say? And something about the slugs. How is it that in the middle section there are marauders and this section is completely and utterly fine? This individual's existence is upsettingly blissful. Audio tour. Purpleberry Nut Hut discovered.
Please visit the Purpleberry Nut Hut to purchase an audio tour today.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's Rizzo! Welcome to the Purpleberry Nut Hut, you wonderful, wonderful customer! Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
You, doing alright?
Look at her neck, no.
I sure am! Good lamps you got on you to take notice.
No, let's just pretend this is normal. What in the world's name is on your neck?
Oh, that? I call it my little passenger. I don't know why. The name just appeared in my head when this thing showed up on my neck.
Don't move, I'll try and cut it off you.
Don't you something off you! Gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I just felt this urge to protect my little passenger, even if it means hurting you.
How did you pick this thing up?
I don't know. It just appeared one day. I guess I just picked it up while working in the orchards. Sometimes I wonder how it showed up, and I start to worry. But worrying feels bad, and I hate feeling bad. So I don't worry about it.
How long have you been this way?
Couple of days. Ever since it showed up, I've been feeling happier and happier. I really can't imagine life without my little passenger.
Can I change the topic?
Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
It's so disturbing. Halcyon Helen was in the orchards before she died. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. The only celebrity who shopped recently is Black Hole Birdie. Quite the affable man, as it so happens. And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2 benches of tossball players at once, not just one. Laws, not just affable, but virile, too. Ooh, wait a minute. Now that his beau's dead, that means Birdie's single. Maybe I'll strike up a little more than conversation the next time he comes by.
Are you a complete sociopath? Yeah, I'm sure he's not completely overcome by grief or anything.
Sadness is a big old waste of time. Besides, the sooner I start courting him, the sooner we can both be happy.
Anything you can tell me about the orchards?
I'm so glad you asked. The orchards are my 3rd favorite subject, with my first being Rizzo's refreshing drinks and my second being Rizzo's toothsome confectionaries. Our orchards are the source of 63% of Rizzo's total produce, which correlates to 112% of fresh goods throughout all of Halcyon. Give or take a few percent, of course. If you want to know more about each part of the orchards, might I recommend one of our fantastic tours? One of our options is even audio-guided as a special bonus feature.
Yeah, I might be interested.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Our tours are my 4th favorite subject. Every part of the orchards is so rich with Rizzo's lore. Buy a tour ticket and anoint yourself with knowledge.
What are my options?
We have 3 tour options: Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket. Each option is wonderful in its own special way. Premium includes a 10-minute pass to the Sprat Petting Zoo. Premium Plus comes with the novelty Purpleberry and Amber, and the Golden Ticket is audio-guided in addition to being self-guided.
I'll buy a ticket.
Which kind would you like?
Oh, golden, obviously.
You're in luck. We have 1 left. Normally they're 100 bits, but seeing how I'm sold out of everything else, I can give it to you for just 90. How does that sound?
Sure.
That's great. Thank you so much. Our alcohol stocks are larger than ever. And a good thing, too, because I just can't seem to stop myself from getting into them. Our products are just that good.
I really wish there would have been an option to somehow just deal with the parasite, you know? Okay, we have orchardist office with Clyde and DeWitt.
Whew. After Emerald Vale, Amber Heights, and Bayside Terrace, I was expecting Purpleberry Orchards to be another flowery name for a shithole. But this is nice.
Did you forget about parasitic slugs? God damn it. That's again, as I told you, like all of a sudden there is some grim crap coming all over. Like this whole idea that there is just like parasites that latch on you and then well they just feed on you and in exchange they only supply you with a overcoming feeling of happiness. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a parasite, so I'm terrified by this prospect. Thank you, no thank you. But we will explore the orchards in the following episode. For now, thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay, and if that's the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.